Hot off the presses, MoistCr1TiKaL has responded to everybody saying that he should turn back on his donations. There's a lot of people saying that he's forcing other streamers to follow suit and saying, oh, why would he do this? Now other streamers are going to feel inclined to follow his thing. He's not a trendsetter. He personally just feels as though he makes enough money. And so he showed us exactly how much money is too much to him. And by all means, it's a lot. So this is the video. It's called I'm Not Turning It Back On. So this is what he made last year on just Twitch. And this is one metric. It was $1 million. This is just ads alone, essentially, more so than anything. And not even including most of the subscriptions. So we go to the next thing. With less subscriptions. Now you see here, less subscriptions. He made $4 million because he became a partnered streamer on Twitch. That's what happened there. He had a partnership deal with Twitch, and that's going on there. This was from January 2019 to January 1st, 2021, and this one was from January 1st to 2024. So this is in the 3 years of streaming he has made in totality, as you can see, $4 million, which is a crazy amount of money to him. But this is just Twitch, and Twitch gives pennies to the dollar for most things, and that's not a lot. This does not include sponsorship deals or anything of that variety. It does not. So we then see he made $35 million since the beginning conception of his channel. He has made $35 million. Now you're probably gonna say, well, how much of that is ad money? Well, he showed that actually. How much of that is just ad money? And last year is when he turned on memberships and supers and gifts, and he's made $1 million in total. Well, 1.1 million in total from the membership, supers, and gifts. And the watch page ads have granted him a totality of $34 million. Now, I do want to point this out before I continue my little rant here, is the fact of the matter that he uploads every day. He uploads every single day. There are some people at the big top level who do not get that much money from watch page ads, but they are getting sponsorships and things of that variety. And there are people who don't stream every day and do as much work as he's doing because he outputs a lot of work. He even called out and said that it's easy to stream, which I do agree. It is easy to stream when you're at the highest level. I work in Amazon warehouse, and I still stream on a semi-regular basis. I'm a little bit exhausted from work a lot of the time, and this month I'm off the entire month, but I still don't feel like streaming because I'm more so just making videos, and I enjoyed the break I get from work, so I know that I'm trying to conserve energy for when I get back to work. So that's the thing there.
We interrupt this program for an important news announcement.
Hey, you actually stuck around for the ad? I'm so proud of you. Let me tell you what I'm pitching to you real fast. Here's something you can do when you're bored, playing games and getting paid for it. If you hit the link in the description or scan the QR code on the screen right now, you see that popping up right there? Look at that. It's so cool. It's so convenient. You can sign up to freecash.com and start right away. Now, I know your inclination to say this is a scam, but I assure you, I tried it myself. I thought it was a scam myself. Actually, I did actually try it out and it actually worked. I didn't expect to actually get paid, but I'm getting moolah, baby. It's simple. Create an account with your email and password. It takes seconds, literal seconds. Inside, you'll see a wall of games, a bevy of things and offers. Pick one you actually enjoy, play through levels, and cash land straight into your free cash account. It's like turning your downtime into a side hustle without even noticing. Some people pull in $10 to $20 a day, but I've seen reports of much more moolah, Mr. Krabs. I've seen Scrooge McDuck numbers, and you can do this all while laying in your bedroom playing games on your phone. All they ask of you is that you spend your time playing the video games. They just want your time. Now, you could spend a little bucks in game to hit levels faster, which lets you unlock the bigger offers and payouts because you gotta hit the levels to get bigger payouts. That's how some users end up earning hundreds, even $500 or more on certain offers. It's crazy, but you don't have to spend anything. You can just stick to the free levels like I did and still cash out. The whole point is that instead of just sitting there scrolling endlessly through TikTok or Instagram Reels or YouTube Shorts or whatever, you're playing and earning at the same time. When it's time to cash out, you got options. You want to hit up PayPal, you want some gift cards, you can do whatever you want to. It's your decision. It's your world. I'm just living in it. So if you're curious, hit the link in my description or scan the code that's been on screen the entire time. You can just scan the code right there. You have the ability to just screen capture, scan the code, click the description. Make sure you do it through me, guys. Sign up for my link because I'm broke, guys. I'm doing this for the money, man. I got my family locked up. I beg you, please start playing for cash in your spare time. And when you use my link or QR code, you'll get a $5 bonus to get things right off. So go ahead and get the free cash right now. Freecash.com is 0CV. You're not responsible for any bodily harm, any extra harm, anybody getting destroyed, anybody getting hit with a meteor, anybody getting hit with a natural disaster, anybody getting hit with the power of God, anybody with God's wrath, any thunder striking your body, anybody that actually has kids because of this, anybody that gains thousands of dollars, they do not use that in order to attack me or strike me and send drones to my house to destroy my entire body. I appreciate it. That'd be lovely. Thank you. I would appreciate it a lot. And if you could enjoy this, just use my link in the description. Like I said before, use the QR code. Go ahead and do that. Everything's bye.
Okay, back to whatever I was talking about before. But people love to talk about how much money streamers make in relation to just a lot of things. Like it's some revelation. They say, did you know they made $2 million this year? Yeah, that's kind of the point. They're entertainers. They're alive. They're working the modern Coliseum. That's it. That's the reality of what's going on there. What blows my mind isn't the money. It's the way people simultaneously worship them and guilt trip them. Like somehow it's noble to be broke. I don't know what that's about. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I've shown you guys my metrics hundreds of times. I've shown you how much I've made doing this in combination with things. And I want to point this out. I've told you where my money goes in totality. So I've always shown my analytics. I always show how much I've made. I do this every time anybody asks me. It doesn't really matter to me because I'm going to show you each and every time how much money I make because it's important for you guys to know. So if we go to my lifetime on YouTube right here, I've made $44,000. That's of 1 year. That's 1 year of YouTube. I've been doing this for basically 1 year. That's 1 year YouTube made $44,000, which is basically a yearly salary for some people, but I don't trust YouTube because it's not consistent. If we go through the entire breakdown, for instance, like in August, I made $7,000 in August, which was crazy. That was the most I've ever made in a month. And then next month I made, I believe, $6,000 or something of that variety, right? Come on, load. It's 6,200. And we can go through each and every singular year and see how much I've made. If we just go to the revenue right here, we can see how much I've made. So we go right here, we can see an entire breakdown of everything. First month, February, I made, what was that, 921, then 1,000, then 1,000, then 1,000, then 1,000, which isn't anything. I can't live off of $1,000. My rent's crazy. I can't really do that. It wasn't until about last year when I started getting Boinko dollars. Essentially, last year I got some Boinko money. That's really what happened there. Most of it is watch page ads. Majority of it is watch page ads. A fair portion of it is YouTube premiums, and then there's my playback CPM for a lot of this stuff here. My CPM is pretty good, but there's a lot of monetized playbacks. So I can do an entire breakdown of my money, but I do want to point this out that a lot of my money, basically majority of all the money I make on YouTube, goes right to either my mother and my autistic little brother because he needs schooling, and then any money I get from work I use to pay for my bills. That's how I operate. But MoistCr1TiKaL released this video and people are in a tizzy, saying, oh, he's forcing people. And I want to point this out. You do not need to donate to the top streamers, the Kai Cenats, the Ludwigs. You want to donate to me? That's fine. You want to donate to somebody around my level, maybe a bit lower, maybe somebody that has 50,000 subscribers, or maybe somebody that streams every day on Twitch and playing your favorite game and that low thing. You could donate to those people because those people are trying to make it their job. Those are the important people to donate to. And no one's asking you to. No one's asking you to. If I make a GoFundMe and I need help, I'm not asking you to give me money ever. I'm not. I'm saying if you want to, you're more than welcome to. When someone does even just $5, right? Even just $5 helps. Why would you give them money? They're already rich. You're dumb for donating. And I want to ask you, who hurt you? Is it really the donation that bothers you, or is it the idea that someone else gave support to a person you don't feel deserves it? I don't know what's going on there. Because you can't guilt trip other people to turn off their donations and streaming and stuff like that nature, because a lot of people feel inclined to be a part of the community. It's this parasocial love they have for that bigger content creator where they see that person and they say, well, I enjoy this person and I feel like I want to give them some money to support them because I enjoy what they're doing. They're providing me entertainment. They're giving their time. I'm using this in my background. They're good. I'm checking out their content. I love hearing their voice and I want to show them I appreciate them. Because let's be honest here. Top streamers are paid. They're good. They got contracts, sponsorships, ad revenue, merch, affiliate codes, multi-platform reach. You're not saving them with your $2 when you do that. But, I mean, they know that. You know that. The good ones don't beg. They say thank you. That doesn't mean you get to weaponize their success against them like it's a scandal every time someone hits the tip jar. You don't get to do that. It's not even about need. It's about want. It's about choice. You don't yell at someone for tipping a barista just because Starbucks made $3 billion last quarter, right? You don't do that. I guess that's not really a best comparison because the barista would be the streamer and the totality thing. Well, I guess the whole corporation would be the streamer as well. And so that would be the whole thing there because of the sponsorships, merch, and ad deals. That might be a good comparison. Yeah, that's good. I can use a Starbucks analogy. That makes sense to me. You don't shame someone for bringing a birthday gift to a rich friend. You don't show up to a concert and scream at the stage, you don't need to do this concert. Ridiculous. People pay to support what they enjoy. It's not complicated until the internet makes it complicated. It's truly not. What really makes you mad isn't the donation, it's the freedom. The freedom to choose who gets your money. And when someone chooses a strict Twitch streamer instead of a local artist or maybe their favorite politician or charity that supports people with schizophrenia, I don't know. What do you got going on? I have no idea. I'm just trying to find a charity that supports schizophrenia. That's what I'm trying to do. That's my entire thing. People lose their minds because they think value
should be universal, when in reality, value has always been personal. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder, and that statement is no ever more true than everywhere. Everything, it's all matter and subjective. That's why you see so many stories where people don't sacrifice their child to destroy the world. They say, I'm not going to give up my child to destroy the world. I'm going to make sure my child lives. And everybody gets mad saying you just doomed billions of lives because you want to save one person. And despite the fact that everything's personal, that what makes one person feel seen, there we go, words, might make another person roll their eyes. That's art. That's life. And yeah, streamers do say thank you. Streamers, they hype it up. They just say, oh yeah, this is great, let's get a hype train going. A bunch of donations come in. Sometimes they do dances or bits or alerts that scream thank you. You know what? That's not manipulation. I think that's gratitude. It's part of the show. If you don't like the theater, don't buy the ticket. But don't burn down the stage because someone else applauded. That's ridiculous. Some people donate because they're lonely. Super lonely. So a lot of girl streamers get a bunch of stuff because a lot of lonely guys in a male loneliness epidemic is a little bit crazy. It's a little bit nuts. It's a little bit psychotic. That's the reality of it. The streamer makes them laugh. They feel a part of something. Some donate once a month, like a Patreon. I have a Patreon, and I offer generally nothing. I think I get $140 a month on Patreon, where I offered literally nothing. If you enjoy my content, I'd appreciate you. My Patreon's in the description of the video, but I'd appreciate that. Some drop $100 to flex. Some just like the sound of the alert makes. You don't get to judge the why if you're not the who. If someone spends $5 to feel less alone, that's not sad. That's hopeful. That's human. The truth is, most people who hate on streamer donations aren't mad at the streamer. They're mad that they're broke. I think that's it. They're mad that they worked a job all day and barely scraped rent while someone else played video games and made more in 1 hour. And that's what it is. That's what it is. That's what happens. Direct that anger at the system, not the person who figured out the loophole in it. Don't do that. Because I still work. I still have my job. I still do things. I still take on ads. I take on sponsors now. Beginning of this video is probably a sponsored. I just togged in there. Probably just togged a sponsor deal in there. I probably just did that. Because I do need sponsors. I need stuff. We live in a world where billionaires hoard wealth and pay zero taxes. You're mad at someone gave 10 guys to a guy in a headset who makes him laugh 5 nights a week, 5 Nights at Freddy's, having a horrible time playing these games. Be serious. Streamers aren't your enemy. Donations aren't evil. It's just voluntary value. And if it hurts your soul to see someone support art, connection, and personality, maybe you're not mad at them. Maybe you're mad you feel invisible. No one is saying you must donate. No one is shaming you if you don't. In fact, most streamers would rather you just hang out, watch, enjoy. But when someone chooses to support, let them respect their agency. I would love it if people just popped up to my stream. I don't even care if you guys give me money. I would just love it if you guys just pop through, watch me play some games, maybe talk to me. That'd be great. Or maybe even not play games, just talk. Respect the relationship they have with the content, because chances are the $5 didn't break them. It just saved them from a darker day. That's probably the reality of what happened. Top streamers are rich. They're successful. They don't need your money. But some people want to give it. If that makes you angry, maybe it's time you ask yourself why. Because the truth is, this isn't about money. It never was. It's about resentment. It's about power. It's about control. And in the end, you can either hate what you can't control or support what brings you joy. And honestly, joy is worth a lot more than $5 in this lifetime. It really is. Anyways, that's all I got to say about this ramble rant. I'll talk for enough time. Thank you guys so much for checking out my video. If you guys want to sub and all that garbage, there's an animation at the end, whatever. Bye.
I'm your Nick and Night, be my Laurel Angelo. Ooh, happy to try what you need. Your world, I love to live in it. Ooh, I love the ride when you